Okay, so let's move with case number 7. So for g of x, h to the n of x multiplied by k1 sine bx plus k2 cosine bx. So it's a product of cosine and or sine and a polynomial function. So ang gagawin natin, para sa sine, yung unang polynomial plus another constant a2x to the n, b2x to the n minus 1, and multiply naman natin by cosine of bx. So, magkaiba yung constant ng kay sine kesa dun sa constant ng kay cosine. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating arbitrary constants to be solved, a1 and a2, b1 and b2 are constants to be determined. So, let us try to solve this. So, we have d squared minus 4y is equal to 2x multiplied by sine x. So, again, to solve for our yc, m squared minus 4 is equal to 0. Then m is equal to plus minus 2. Kasi ito ay magiging m squared is equal to 4 lang. Extracting the roots, x is equal to plus minus 2. Then yc is equal to c1 e to the 2t. Oh, sorry, it's x plus c2 e to the minus 2x. So that will be our yc. Para kay yp, since ang yp natin ay 2x sine of x, so combination siya ng x to the 1, that's a polynomial function, and a sine function. So magkakaroon tayo ng para kay sine x, that's a1x plus b sine x plus a2x plus b2 cosine of x. So that will be our yp. So para hindi na lang tayo malito with a1 and b1, then a2, b2, gawin ko na lang itong c at saka d. So ang yp ko, gagawin ko na lang siyang ax plus b para kay sine x and cx plus d para kay cosine of x. So again, kung ito ay to the second power, magiging itong a1x plus x squared plus bx plus c multiplied by sine x, a2x squared plus b2x plus c2 multiplied by cosine. So it depends upon the degree of the polynomial. So since to the first lang, so dalawang arbitrary constant lang ang equivalent para sa kanya. And since na i-multiply sa sine, magiging dalawang arbitrary constant times 2, I mean. So dalawa tapos dalawa, so there are 4 arbitrary constants to be solved. So let us try to solve for d squared and d first derivative kasi magdadaan siya para makuha natin yung second derivative. Kunin muna natin ang yp prime. So this is derivative of a product, ax plus b, and derivative of sine is cosine x plus sine x multiplied by derivative of ax plus b is a plus derivative of that is cx plus d times negative sine x plus cosine of x multiplied by the derivative of that is c. Then we have yp prime equal to, kunin natin yung lahat ng may cosine, cosine x, quantity, ax plus b plus c. Then lahat naman ng may sine x, that is a, this is negative, so negative cx minus d. So that will be our yp prime. Then let's solve for yp double. That is derivative of a product ulit, so that's cosine of x. Derivative of ax plus b plus c is a plus ax plus b plus c. Derivative of cosine is negative sine x plus sine x. Derivative of a negative cx minus d is negative c plus a minus cx minus d. Derivative of sine is cosine of x. Simplifying yp double prime, lahat ng may cosine x, kunin ulit natin. We have a plus a minus cx minus d And then lahat ng may sin x, we have plus sin x. This is preceded by a negative, so magiging negative ax minus b minus c, and another minus c here. So let us simplify further. Yp double is now equal to cosine x times 2a cosine x times 2a minus cx minus d plus sine x negative ax minus b minus 2c. Negative ax minus b minus twice of c. So that's our yp double. And then ang given natin ay yp double minus 4. So you have here, ang given natin ay yp double minus 4yp is equal to 2x sine x. 2x sine x. Let me rewrite my yp. What's yp? That's ax plus b sine x, ax plus b sine x plus cx plus d cosine of x. And this yp double and yp must be substituted here sa ating given DE. Let us try to substitute. You have cosine x times the quantity 2a minus cx minus d plus sine of x negative ax minus b minus 2c minus 4 quantity yp. That's ax plus b sine x plus cx plus d cosine of x equals 2x sine x. Okay, so let us try to combine like terms. Lahat muna ulit ng may cosine of x. Lahat ng may cosine of x, that's 2a minus cx minus d. Lahat ng may cosine, negative 4 preceded. So, i-distribute natin, magiging negative 4cx minus 4d. Plus, lahat naman ng may sine x. That's negative ax minus b minus 2c. Sine x ito, then lahat na mayroong sine x. So that is minus 4ax minus 4b equals 2x sine x. Okay. Combine like terms muna tayo dito. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng cosine of x. You have negative 5cx plus 2a minus 5d. This negative cx and negative 4cx is negative 5cx. And then you have 5 sine x here. Combine like terms tayo dito. Magiging negative 5ax. This one and that one. Negative 4b and negative b is negative 5b minus 2c equals 2x sine x. Okay. So, punta muna tayo sa lahat ng mayroong x cosine x. Lahat ng may x cosine x. Pag itong cosine x, dinistribute ko dito, meron siyang x cosine x. So, negative 5c. Ito walang x cosine x. Ito wala. So, equals natin siya sa 0. Lahat ng may cosine x. Itong cosine x, distribute ko doon, magiging 2a minus 5b. Wala ito, equals, wala rin ito, 0. Let's proceed sa lahat naman ng may x sine x. Pag ito dinistribute ko, magkakaroon ako dyan ng negative 5a. Ito, equals 2. Then A here is negative 2 over 5. So lahat naman ng may sin x, itatranspose ko doon. Ay, didistribute ko doon. So this is negative 5b minus 2c is equal to, yung nasa right side ay 0. So, ang c natin rito ay 0. So, if c is 0, b is also 0. Kasi c is 0, b is also 0. If a is negative 2 over 5, substitute natin dito, 5d is equal to 2a. Then d is 2 over 5 of a. Pag dinivide both sides natin by 5. But a is negative 2 over 5. Then d is 2 over 5, negative 2 over 5, negative 4 over 5. So therefore, our answer there is, ano ulit ang yp natin? Yp is equal to ax plus b sin x, ax plus b sin x plus cx plus d cosine x. cx plus d cosine x. Yp here is, what's the value of a? Negative 2 over 5. Negative 2 over 5 plus the value of b, that's 0, sin x plus the value of c, 0, the value of d, negative 4, 5. 0, negative 4 over 5 cosine of x. So, yp here is equal to negative 2 over 5 sin x. Ay, sorry, there's an x here. Minus 4 over 5 cosine of x. So therefore, our answer y is equal to yc plus yp. What is yc? Ang yc natin ay c1 e to the 2x, c2 e to the minus x, c1 e to the 2x, c2 e to the minus 2x. So substituting, you have c1 e to the 2x plus c2 e to the minus 2x minus 2 over 5x sine x minus 4 over 5 cosine of x. So this therefore is our answer sa ating given differential equation.